Okay, Physics Accelerator module, we're calling this one Kinematics 2E. We're looking at this equation for constant acceleration, and so if you're one of my students, we'll be calling this equation 4. So what we're asked to do is find the initial velocity in this situation. This can seem really tricky because initial velocity is here, there's another term on the same side, and there's squared and things involved. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, always our focus is to isolate what we're looking for. So we're going to try to isolate initial velocity. So to do that, we're going to move the v final term and sort of switch places with it and the initial velocity term. So we're going to be subtracting initial velocity from this side and from both sides, and subtracting final velocity from this. So we'll just do it in two pieces. So now I've moved my initial velocity to this side. There it is. I've moved it over. I subtracted it from both sides. But now I need to move the final velocity term over here to get this initial velocity term by itself. So it's positive here. I subtract it, subtract that final velocity term from both sides. It cancels out here. And so what I'm left with is initial velocity. Keep that negative sign there. We'll deal with it in just a second. Equals 2 acceleration delta x minus vx final squared. Okay, so now again, I moved the initial velocity to this side and the final velocity to that side, and I did it in two steps. Initial velocity was positive here, so I subtracted it from both sides, canceling it out. Got it over here. Final velocity is positive, so I subtracted it from both sides. And so this is what I end up with, and we're going to be having this as the answer to step